right, happening tonight, you may want to keep your eyes to the night sky for this year's last supermoon. So according to Earth Sky, it's going to be at its fullest right at 6:14 this evening. December's full supermoon is also called the cold moon, which indicates the full moon event closest to the winter solstice. Let's check in now with next weather meteorologist Lisette Gonzalez. Lisette, are we going to be dealing with any cloud cover or anything?
Yeah, we are going to see the potential for some clouds around, but you're going to still be able to enjoy a nice view of that full supermoon. The peak illumination will be taking place at 6:14 p.m. and basically it is going to be slightly bigger and brighter than your typical full moon, and this is when the moon makes its closest approach to the earth. It's the final moon, super full moon of 2025, and it is known as the full cold moon. So the reason for that is because it's going to be close to the winter solstice, which takes place on December 21st. Here's a nice view of the moon, a picture sent in courtesy of Bark Huseo in Fort Lauderdale, and another view of that full super moon courtesy of our weather watcher, Sandra K. Booth in Lauderdale by the Sea. And you can still check it out tonight. It will be spectacular. And here's a live view right now as we're waking up with 69 degrees. And let's take another live view outside right now as the sun is now up and we are still enjoying a nice, cool, refreshing start as promised. And as we head throughout the day today, will be pleasant. Temperatures will be seasonable, and we are going to end the work week on a dry note, but rain chances will be rising by Sunday into next week. Now, currently we are waking up to the 60s, 67 in Fort Lauderdale, 65 in Pembroke Pines, 69 in Miami, even cooler in Kendall with 61 there, 65 down in Homestead. So we're about 3 to 5 degrees cooler in comparison to yesterday at this time. And as we check in on our next weather radar, it is nice and dry and the winds are fairly light or calm at this time. So no rain to slow you down, and the weather's cooperating here for the most part. Just grab a light jacket or a light sweater as you'll need it for the morning hours. But we take a look at what's ahead for the afternoon. You'll be peeling off layers because highs will be in the low 80s, which is seasonable. Now, if you're headed to the beach, there is a moderate risk of rip currents, so just be cautious. And for my boaters, thankfully, there are no alerts or advisories for the Atlantic waters or the Keys. Tomorrow morning will not be as cool, but still comfortable. We'll wake up to 70 degrees in Oakland Park, 72 in Fort Lauderdale and Hollywood, and a little cooler inland with 67 in Southwest Ranches. So mostly low 70s, especially along the coast for tomorrow morning, waking up to 73 in Miami Beach, 70 in Hialeah, 66 in Country Walk and the Redland. And for the Keys, we'll wake up to the low to mid 70s tomorrow morning. And I want to check out this next weather cold air tracker to give you a little sneak peek at when our next cold front will arrive, which is early next week. The coldest air, of course, will stay likely just to our north, but we are going to see a nice dip in degrees. Heading into the weekend will be warmer, flirting with records as highs soar to the mid to upper 80s. Notice how the rain chance begins to creep up on Sunday. Spotty showers then. By Monday, temperatures will begin to drop slightly, and we'll see even more wet weather ahead of the front. But then we'll be chillier by Tuesday morning. Sweater weather returns. Highs in the upper 70s. Still cool start on Wednesday with highs in the upper 70s.